This Vice piece says the Squid Game's subtitles feel like erasure for Koreans.
Yo, the translations aren't perfect, but erasure's a little OD, you know what I mean? Off top, I can think of 3 Korean words and phrases that don't translate perfectly. 1, 눈치없다, or lacking awareness. You know that one person prolonging a work meeting on a Friday at 5 p.m.? Mad 눈치 없어. 2, 손맛, or hand taste, which sounds disgusting, but is used to describe a person's cooking prowess. No measurements, vibes only. Like grandma's cooking. Straight 손맛. 3, 재수없다. This is a diss. It means I'm losing luck by being around you. Yo, respectfully, 90% of y'all on Twitter, 재수없어. I get the disappointment in Squid Game subtitles, but it's tough. So let the translators live, alright?
안녕 친구들. So after the movie Squid Games, a lot of people were complaining about the subtitles. But it's really hard for us to decide what is Korean, what is English, what is Konglish. So on today's episode, we're going to be talking a little bit about that. Feel free to drop in the comments your favorite Konglish words and let's enjoy. Bye!
Well, welcome to the Asia Roundtable, and joining me in the studio are my 2 wonderful guests, Jem and Titi. Good afternoon, ladies.
Hello.
How has the fall weather treating you, ladies?
Sweater weather. Totally sweater weather.
Totally sweater
Wearing
weather.
my hoodie.
Hoodie weather as well.
Well, of course, our question of the day has got something to do with what we're going to talk about in this segment today. And this is my question to both of you as well. Which Konglish expressions do you use frequently?
Oh, actually, Titi just had a funny one. We were just talking about this. So, Titi, please go first.
When I saw the question, I was like, "Ooh, I have an episode," and she was like, "Episode? That's Konglish."
Oh,
And I was like, "What? No."
She said episode.
And I was like, "No, that's English, no." So I don't even know the difference anymore. I need to relearn English again.
What are you in a drama?
Right.
You have an episode?
I'm having an episode.
That's the correct way to use it. I'm having an episode. But I reminded her, typically we say incident, right?
Yeah, I had an
an
episode.
incident with something.
Yeah, I know. Now, this is something that, when you're so used to using a word or two, you just think it's there. It's normal and that it has nothing, like I have said, 휴대폰 or 핸드폰, like it's nothing,
Exactly.
nothing wrong with it until someone points it out to me.
And you're like,
like
what are you
our
talking about?
producer has pointed out to me. But 8081 said, 가장 많이 쓰는 휴대폰 아닐까 싶어요. Yeah.
right.
And we have like someone who works out. 0657, 헬스장에 가서 러닝머신을 한다.
Running machine.
Yeah. That 헬스장 and running machine. Health
both.
is health. Yeah, both. 2 words. See? We're so used to using 헬스장 and running machine. We don't even realize it, right? So it's the gym and the treadmill.
Right.
And we don't even know if someone asks you, what's a running machine? It's a machine where you run.
Run.
No, I mean, what
Running
is a running machine in English? It's a treadmill. And Hasung seems that I just think of notebook when I see my laptop. Oh, yeah.
I was just thinking, isn't it notebook?
It's laptop.
But it's not wrong, though.
See? We're trying to make excuses to all of the words that we're so used to.
Because
Just
we're doing it.
Right.
Just like you saying, there's nothing wrong with having, I have an episode.
Episode.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we have a lot of things to do. And I don't know if you have heard of the word untact. This word became popular during the COVID-19 pandemic with phrases like untact food delivery or untact meetings. This is just one of the examples how borrowed words or even Konglish has entered daily Korean vernacular, right? So what do untact means?
Yes, untact is typically referring to not meeting someone face to
Yeah.
face. But I would say in regular, I don't want to say regular English, but commonly we usually say contactless.
Contactless,
Right. So
yeah.
contactless delivery.
What? We're thinking on contact?
I need to learn English. Don't mind me. Non-contact, no?
Oh, no.
Even as I'm saying it, I'm also
contactless.
doubting myself, but I am pretty sure contactless is the correct
Yeah, it's like
expression.
when I hear the word contactless, it's like I'm not wearing contacts.
Right? Right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's something
There's
new.
no right way for that. It's Konglish. Accept it as it is.
So, what do you think of when I say Konglish? Because from what I can gather from our short conversation, you don't even know what Konglish is anymore.
True. Well, Konglish usually refers to English loanwords that are mixed into Korean, and they are kind of developed into new and exciting hybrid words.
Okay.
So Konglish are hybrid words, basically.
Right. And we use them so much that we already think that is the right thing to say.
Yeah.
Like what I was telling her earlier, I have an episode with the word rinse.
Oh yeah.
When I first came to Korea, for those who don't know, rinse is what we call conditioner.
Conditioner. Yeah.
So when I first came to Korea, I was, shopping. I just got
Yeah.
in here. I was shopping, so I was getting the necessities. And I got there. I was like, I need shampoo and conditioner. And so I went to ask the lady, I see shampoo everywhere.
But you don't
no
see conditioner.
I don't see conditioner.
Yeah.
And she was like, rinse it. And I was like, yeah, the thing you use after you rinse off the shampoo. And she's like, oh, rinse it. I was like, what? No. And we were going back and forth for like almost 5 minutes before she just picked it up and just put it in my basket for me. She was like,
She gave up.
she gave up.
She gave up trying to.
My bad Korean and her like trying to understand my English. She was like, just take it. This is what you need. I was like,
Okay.
Thank you, I guess.
So one shot. You have heard of this, right?
Yes.
This is Konglish or is this English?
Konglish, I
Konglish?
believe.
What do you call one shot in English?
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. I also vote bottoms up.
But you know what? I'm just looking at TD and she's like, she's trying to
I'm
figure
thinking,
out.
you
Like,
have no idea. My brain is like,
I also have a funny incident. My mother saw people doing a love shot at a restaurant as well, and she asked me, "What are they doing?" Oh, one shot, love shot. She thought it was some kind of game, but I tried to explain. Oh, this is
oh, it
English.
could be a game. Like one
Yeah.
shot, two. Oh, now I know where they got it from.
Right.
one shot, two shots, three shots, four shots.
Never made the connection.
Yeah, but anyway, the biggest thing that Konglish is being used, I think we have. I don't even know if we can call it Konglish, but there's a lot of connection. There are a lot of K-pop songs that actually uses English words or English terms that sometimes don't really match up with the entirety of the song, right?
Right. Actually, if you think about it, people refer to K-pop groups as idol groups.
Yeah.
Now, idol group is also a form of Konglish.
Yeah.
When I searched this too, I found other words: comeback, single album, killing part.
Ooh.
What is a killing part?
The killing part is the hook.
Oh.
Like the really interesting, fun kind. Oh, how do you explain a hook even?
What's the killing part?
What's the
Never
killing
heard of
part?
this
The
before.
best part of the song. Basically, the killing part is the best part of the song.
Okay.
Yes.
It might probably be like the one that has you have to. I don't know.
Maybe just like T part of Twice song is like the killing
Oh,
part.
the highlight.
It has my name, so that's the killing part for me.
Is that your favorite song?
That's
I
my
hope
favorite
so.
song.
Yeah. What do you call idol groups? They're boy bands, right?
Right, boy bands,
or
girl
girl
bands.
bands.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
idol
boy
groups.
group,
And
girl
what's the
group.
comeback?
When they come back.
Come back.
Hey, you're supposed to live in the U.S. You should know what.
Are we
what's
the
a
right
comeback?
people? We've been here too
I've
long.
been here too long. I'm here almost 10 years.
No, I know we talk about awkward English in K-pop songs. Can you say anything about it?
This is even from a music critic, Han Tae-gyu, who said that he has heard from composers and lyricists that they just use the English words because it's easier than Korean to fit into the beats, and which means they don't care about the contextual harmony of the actual thing. So
Yeah.
when you hear the song, you're like, just like TT,
It just fits there.
it fits the beat, right? But they're not thinking about how it flows with the actual Korean words
Yeah.
or if the English words really flow.
Oh.
But I can't even. I don't really care at this point because for me, I love those like random English words because those
Okay.
are the only parts of the song that I knew.
Yeah.
It's catchy as well. I think
Right,
catchy for an
yeah.
international audience.
I
Exactly.
know. Like, and sometimes they use. Honestly, there are really times, especially when you're rapping, because they have a lot of influence from African American rappers. So
Right.
the English words are just there. It just pops right in there, and of course, as awkward as it may be. There was also an issue back during Hangulnal, right? That there is too much English or other languages instead of just pure Korean in a lot of the things that we use these days, right? Jeff?
Right. This issue seems to come up every Hangul. You know, there are people, groups like the Hangul Munhwa Yeondae. That's like a cultural association. They are one of many who try to protect, Korean language. And, they were upset about the government's plan to do with Corona. So they said, why are we saying with Corona? There are, suitable Korean words. So they feel that even the government is mixing English too much into Korean daily life. So for people who want to preserve Korean, pure Korean,
Yeah.
they feel this way.
What do you feel about it, TT?
Well, I don't think it's gonna be the end of the Korean language if we use one or two English words. Like you can think about another language, like the Latin language, that is actually officially dead, but we still use it subconsciously, even in our everyday lives. Like in the bank when you get a loan in the U.S., they say you're gonna pay this per annum.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was Latin. I thought till today I always thought it was English.
Oh,
Today
that's
I learned.
Latin.
You know. And
Yeah.
also, even in my university, we have Veritas,
Yeah.
Libretas.
Yeah.
I never thought, oh, what's the Korean version of this?
Yeah.
But it's Latin, and of course, the Catholic Church we still use Latin.
Of course.
So, but that doesn't. But the language is not officially used anywhere else.
Yeah.
So Korean, just because we use 1-2 English words, I don't think like the Korean language is gonna disappear.
Yeah. And of course, there are also a lot of work that the government is doing to actually preserve or make pure Korean words that we really don't have before. Like, the things that we have now that they're trying to make pure Korean words out of it. But why do you think people use, Konglish that much?
You know,
Trendy?
yeah, because it's trendy. Yeah, the younger generation, we're all like trying to catch everything, and also like with the spread of the Hallyu wave, just think back like to the 90s, right? In the 90s, it was a different wave. We went to the reggaeton phase in the U.S., and then we went through the Japanese comic wave, and now we're in the Hallyu wave.
Yeah.
And when those things happen, people start taking like bits and pieces from everything and becomes a trend.
Yeah.
So now the trend is to call everybody oppa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So like everyone is just like, oh, oppa, oh, onni. And I'm like, okay. Do you know what it means? All right. And when I'm talking like, babo, and I'm watching on TikTok, people are like, babo. I'm like,
Oh, it's spreading.
This one is trending right now.
What?
Oh, nemze. Disgusting shit. From an actor. It's from a drama.
You're not supposed to say that on air. And,
My bad.
okay. No, please. No swear
But like,
words.
it's
But
from
yeah.
a drama, and everyone is saying it, and they're saying, oh, nemze, oh, nemze. And now the nemze word, it's now like, it's in people's head.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, you see, that's how the language is like growing, and people
Yeah.
are learning words subconsciously.
Yeah.
Learning Korean.
And honestly, these words that we always thought as Konglish, like fighting, like like tebak. These are tebak is not really Konglish, but in a way, like fighting, a lot of words have been added into the Oxford Dictionary, right? So now we can we say that they're actually English?
Oh, it's hard to say, but right. I think trends that started in Korea, like mukbang, have you heard that one
Yeah.
as well? That is entering the English language too. So,
Yeah.
maybe safely we could say it's English, inspired English.
Oh yeah. So what do you think about new words that's popping up? I am kind of like really now being so careful asking TT because I'm not really sure she's got any idea what she's talking
I
about
don't even
anymore.
know if I know the difference between Konglish and English. True, I really don't know anymore because so I when I saw that some word had been added into the dictionary, I went to check it up because I noticed that sometimes when I'm talking to my mom, I also switch between Konglish, which confuses her. So I was like, this is a good time, to explain some things, and I was really happy to see fighting in there. I was really happy to see that one because every time I tell her like, oh, fighting. I don't think I've ever told someone like cheer up. Or, you can do it.
Maybe you can do it.
Yeah, fighting is a lot better.
Like fighting, like it
I
gives.
feel it.
Yeah,
I do.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm so used to that now. So now I can explain. I can be like, oh, go look in your dictionary if you don't know it.
Yeah.
So some of the words, like mukbang, fighting, PC bang.
Oh, yeah.
They're not really Korean or English, so they're somewhere in between. And I just like the fact, like the same way English seems to be adopting from different languages. Like, did we know a cappella
Oh,
was
yeah.
not English? I didn't know that, And also some Japanese words like kawaii,
Oh, yeah.
So I love the way that it's just like you get the culture and you get the language into like English and it
Yeah.
becomes more of a general thing and it bridges the social gap and cultural gap between different people, I think.
Of course. Now,
Totally agree.
4820, one of our listeners, 자동차 handle, steering wheel of the car. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is something that I have gotten so used to because steering wheel is
never heard
actually a
that.
very long word, steering wheel, but we only call it handle. Hey, hold the handle. It's like, what handle?
I would grab the side. The door, the door handle, not
but
the
yeah,
steering wheel.
it's the steering wheel.
Oh, I never knew. I don't drive, so I never knew that.
And Kitty Girl 140 here, Singaporean have Singlish as well. And Janice Arado, Taglish is common here, Tagalog and English. So all countries, as you have said, Titi, have that. Anything you wanted to add to that, Jem?
Oh, yeah. I think that in general, on this issue, every year it comes up, but I think it's the natural evolution of language, right? As the years go on, new words will be added, will be mixed up, and will be very diverse in the future too.
Yes, and that's what our program is all about. Diverse voices.
Exactly.
Diverse languages, diverse voices. Thank you very much, you two. It's been a fun segment. I'm going to see you next week.
See you.
Yeah. And as for us, Men and Aries coming up next, of course, I'm going to see you again tomorrow at 4 p.m. This has been Jasmine. Love y'all.